Friends, in a couple of hours from now, Pakistan Army Chief General Asim Munir, and I will not call him Field Marshal, the man who oversaw Pakistan's military collapse during India's Operation Sindoor, will be enjoying lunch with US President Donald Trump. A general whose forces had to literally plead for a ceasefire is about to be warmly received by the same man who falsely claimed credit for that ceasefire. Now, I know how some of you may be feeling like this is some sort of international insult or a snub to India. Well, you can't be faulted for being surprised at this sudden lunch date between Trump and Asim Munir. But let me explain and put it into context, and maybe you will be able to appreciate this just a little better like I have been. There may actually be no better glimpse into the desperate underbelly of global geopolitics. This is what it is. This is the dirty game in all its naked glory. Emotions have no seat at this table, least of all when it comes to Donald Trump. This is what they call realpolitik, served with dessert. The leader of the free world hosting the army chief of a country officially regarded by India as a terrorist state. A man responsible for shielding terror networks, persecuting minorities, and silencing dissent at home. All the things that America claims to be against. Well, he's going to be at Trump's table today. And yet, here he is about to smile and wave for the cameras in Washington when he isn't running from Pakistani hecklers on the streets outside his DC hotel. Now, for those struggling to digest this lunch that's coming up, please accept this truth. Pakistan remains incredibly useful to the United States. Not morally, not ethically, but strategically and financially. And that's really all that matters to the United States. It's a bottomless pit for American military aid, tens of billions in so-called assistance that often loops back to the US military-industrial complex and arms manufacturers and companies closely tied to American lawmakers. That's why Pakistan operates so much American-made weaponry, from aircraft to missiles to all manner of hardware. Pakistan also gives the United States a sweet geographic toehold near Iran and China and just enough leverage to try and contain India and try to keep India on the back foot. As for Pakistani terrorism, the US has shown it can look the other way whenever necessary. Smaller incidents are shrugged off, like that Pakistani terrorist who's been extradited from Canada to the United States after being caught with a conspiracy to kill Jews in New York. Larger ones like 9/11, etc., as commentator Surya Kanegaonkar says, only serve to justify profitable wars and mass surveillance at home by the CIA and other agencies. India must ask itself the hard questions. Why does the world still humor Pakistan? Why do its generals get more attention in Washington than its elected leaders? Where is Shehbaz Sharif in all of this? But let there be no illusions. We can't be naive about this. No place for outrage, no room for expectations. And nobody should actually even be looking at this as an insult or a snub. This is literally international relations. India must do what it has to do alone if necessary.